You are now listening to Cum'n to Conclusions, and I am your host, Dreyah Bangz, alongside Miss Utopia and Mr. X. We were discussing, do men really eat pussy on a one-night stand? Because us ladies, for the most part, we be sucking dick. So, this is episode 12, One-Night Stands and Double Backs. Do men eat pussy, and do women suck dick on a one-night stand?
I don't know what you're looking at me for.
So my thing is, what I've learned in my little group chat sessions is that most men will not eat a woman's pussy on a one-night stand.
That's a lie.
Is that true? Yes or no? How do you feel about that?
When I used to do like a lot of casual encounters and stuff like that.
Hold on, we recording?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I didn't know we started.
I figured that I ate pussy most of the time when it was a one night stand. Most of the time. But it had to depend on the female. You know what I'm saying? If it was something that I know that okay, it was a one night stand, but you know what I'm saying, we're gonna exchange numbers later on. So we can like do it maybe once or twice after this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat the pussy.
Well, that's a double back. That's not a one-night stand then.
That's what they call it, a double back.
Apparently, that's what the youngins are calling it, a double back.
Well, good thing I ain't a youngin. But every one night stand that I've had that I just knew that it was just a one-time deal, whatever the case was, I have.
Is there a reason why you have? Like, are you just doing it for
again?
you?
It's for me.
Okay.
It's not for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a one night stand and that's the understanding that we have, then we know that, listen, we just both trying to get off and we're going to go our separate ways. So, for me, just like a lot of guys that I know, you know, when we eating pussy or eating ass or whatever the case may be, we're doing it for us. I'm not doing it for her.
Okay.
So, as long as I'm doing it and I get my nut off and she gets her nut off, and then we just call it a day. But I would say that I've done it in the past for the most part. If there's a female that I'm just like, you know, you gotta also be in the mood for it too.
Okay, so are you expecting the female to suck your dick?
Oh yeah, she's gonna have to suck.
What?
There's gonna have to be some sucking. Yeah.
So wait, you don't have to eat her pussy, but she has to suck your dick.
Yes.
That's selfish.
Well, you know, call it what you want, Ray. Call it what you want. But that's exactly how it's gonna have to go down. If you ain't sucking dick, no.
Okay, so with me, I'm not big on head. I don't really care to have my pussy ate or anything like that. So if I get it, cool, bonus points. If I don't, whatever. I don't really care. However, you're not just about to come in it thinking that you're not gonna do it, because if I request it, I expect you to do it. I like to have that option there. Even though I might not like it, I might just be in a mood where, damn, I want some head. Give me some head. And if you hit me with the whole, oh, this is a one-night stand, I ain't giving you no head, then you got to go.
I mean, there are some guys that just don't do it.
It don't matter. I feel like a one-night stand.
2019.
Well, I feel like a one-night stand, you're never going to see this person again. So you have like a whole no judgment zone where you could do any and everything and not have to worry about this person judging you or anything like that the next morning, the next day, or ever in life, because you shouldn't be seeing this person again to have sex with them. So it's a free-for-all. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to try should be done in a one-night stand. So you should be open to new things. So for a guy to come to me and say, oh, I want a one-night stand with you, but I don't eat pussy, then why are you even out here fucking?
The fuck?
No, because
Yes.
pussy is part of fucking.
No, well, yeah, but eating pussy is not part of
It should be.
it. Should. Well, you know what? Anal should be too.
We're not on anal right now.
I'm just saying. But if that's the case, if somebody,
Because you're expecting to get head, so I feel like if a guy is always expecting to get head, then it should be the same way for a female. Like, it should be, the option should be available.
no.
What
No.
you mean, no?
No. Because not every guy wants to go down there.
Not every female wants to suck your dick.
Shit, man, I gonna have to, man.
See, with you, it's I have to. With us, it's just like, oh, you're just supposed to accept that we don't want to do it. Not every guy gets head.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Nah, I can't agree.
I mean, that's why we on the podcast.
I can't agree with that.
I mean, listen, listen, I feel like head is overrated to a certain point because I never nutted off it. But there be some times I'm kind of like you. It's kind of like if I have it, I have it. If I don't, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, she's not giving me. You gotta get the fuck out. But I would say like, listen, if I want some sloppy toppy, I mean, and it's a one night stand, okay, yeah.
So is it only when you want it, or are you going in expecting her to do it?
A little bit of both.
So if she doesn't do it, is that a problem?
If I want it at that moment, yes. If it's a one night stand and I'm like, yo, I feel like having some head, I just want some sex.
Mm-hmm.
I want some chick to come over, give me some head, beat the cheeks up, and then she leaves, then that's what I expect. That's what I want. So if it's a one night stand, I don't know how the arrangement may go. You know,
like, are you discussing what you want beforehand?
I think you should. Like,
I agree.
put the playing cards on the table so that you ain't wasting nobody's time, because this one night stand is just a one night stand. If it's, listen, I do this, I don't do this, whatever the case may be. If you're talking about you don't suck dick and I feel like I want my dick to get sucked, if I'm like, you know what, I can look past that for this one time and, you know, we can just go upstairs and fuck, then we can do that. But I am expecting, if there are no arrangements and we just go back to the crib, that my dick is going in the mouth. I'm getting some head. I don't know why y'all would expect it.
What? You expect it?
Because I guarantee you there are more guys that don't eat pussy than there are women that don't suck dick.
I can kind of agree with you on that. I'll give you that.
So with that being said, it's kind of like, I know it's a double standard.
It is.
I know, I understand. And I know that you guys are going to be like, oh, la, 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 la. But it is what it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It isn't.
It is.
It can't be.
It is. Oh.
It's not.
It is.
Because I'm going to ask you.
Okay,
when
was the last one night stand you had?
Probably back in October, November.
Last year?
Yeah.
God damn. Okay.
No, it was a one night stand.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
You making it seem like the last time I had sex.
Stop, drop, kaboom, baby, rub on your nipples.
No, I'm saying, I think one night stand should be like, you know, if you're single or whatever.
I was single.
Right. If you're single, I think you should be having one night stands, you know, here and there.
No.
No?
No. Because
Really?
my thing is, like, once I've gone so long without sex, then it's just like, whatever. Like, I don't have to have it. Yeah, because I done been my 30 days. Like, I don't need it no more. It's just like, well, I'll get it whenever I get it. But in that instance, it was, I met a guy, and we just instantly clicked. So I said, he was young, so I said, fuck it. Let me see what this 18-year-old could do. So, that was my last one night stand.
How did I go?
It was trash.
Oh, man.
Tragic. It was trash.
Shout out to that 18-year-old, man.
Now, did I get head? Yeah, I got head. I wasn't expecting head, but I got head.
Was that good?
No.
Oh my God.
But I'm also not a head person, so I don't have time to teach on a one night stand. We tried it; it wasn't good. So let's get up and see what the dick hit like.
Okay.
So I didn't give him head. The dick was okay; it was mediocre. But did I come? No. Was it a waste of time? Yeah. I was in his parents' house too.
Oh God.
So it was like a lot of things going on there. Not to mention when I left, the police showed up because I was a strange car in the neighborhood. So that was interesting and fun. But it wasn't worth all of that.
But did y'all did y'all talk about it before? Like, how did you guys meet?
Yeah, we talked about it before. He knew I was coming over. I went over in the middle of the night because I had to sneak in the house.
While his parents were still there?
Yes.
Straight.
His parents was upstairs. His room was like right there on the inside of the front door. So I had to sneak in his house. We had a conversation prior, but it wasn't like, oh, you gonna eat my pussy? Because like I said, I don't expect that because that's not really my thing. Mm-hmm. I had already went in knowing I wasn't going to suck his dick. So that wasn't going to happen. Because he talked all this shit about, I got good dick, I got females doing this, this, and that. Now, most of the time when a nigga hype his shit up, it's not good. But I was like, fuck it. I never had an 18-year-old. Let me see what this be like. So, that's what happened. So I could check that off my list.
and it wasn't good.
Nah. He hit me up a few times afterwards. He tried to do that double back. But it wasn't no double back for me. So I'm not going to waste my time. Like, now I'm to the point where if you ask me what am I doing or I want to see you or whatever the case may be, I need to know what I'm doing with my time. If you can't tell me what we're doing when I come see you, then I ain't coming to see you. I'm busy and I'm unavailable.
So you like the playing calls in the field?
Yeah. Tell me why. Tell me what time I'm about to waste. I need to know.
Well, how do you know it's gonna be a waste? It may not be a waste.
It may not, but at least put it on the table. Am I wasting my time? And I like, don't tell me, hey, I want to see you, and I say, hey, what are we doing? Oh, I don't know. Well, nigga, I don't either because I'm unavailable.
But see, when guys be doing that, y'all be like, oh, all you want is some ass and shit like that. What?
No, I mean, tell me and I'll tell you whether I'm in the mood for it or not. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to come over there thinking that we're going to do something else. You going to try me. I'm going to catch an attitude. You going to be mad because I didn't give you none. And now we're both mad at each other for no reason. When you could have just been upfront and honest and saying, hey, I want you to come over here. Yeah, we could watch a movie, but I also want to fuck you. Might want you to suck my dick too. That's fine. Tell me that so I can hit you with the nah, I don't feel like doing that shit tonight. Or I could be like, all right, that sounds like the move, I'll be there.
Yeah, it sounds good on paper, but that's not how most
It might not work with most females, but that's how it works with me.
Okay.
But if you sit there and say, hey, I want to see you, and I say, hey, what am I doing? Well, what are we doing? And you hit me with the I don't know, I'm unavailable. I don't want to see you until you figure out what we're going to do. Or better yet, just say, hey, are you available at 9 o'clock? I want to take you this place, and then we can go back to my house to do X, Y, and Z. Give me a plan. I like a man with a plan. If you ain't got a plan, then you wasting my time.
Every woman likes a man with a plan. One that just throws it from the hip. Shit, you can't plan on nothing. Babe, you got any plans for this weekend? No. You make plans, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I wanted to take you out. I asked you at the beginning of the week. You ain't had nothing. Yeah, get it out. Because as soon as you say no, women, we plan ahead. Mm-hmm. We don't do last minute shit. You know.
That's really how it goes. I mean, even, what did I do Friday? I was supposed to see somebody Friday night. I didn't see him because he didn't make no plans. He just said, hey, I want to see you Friday. But you ain't never tell me what we were going to do on Friday. So guess what I did? I went out with my homegirl and did something else Friday night because you didn't make the proper plans with me.
Listen, if a guy's talking about he want to come see you at night,
he ain't even say he wanted to come see me. He just said he wanted to see me Friday. Not no time frame, no nothing.
that means I'm trying to fuck.
That not necessarily not mean that.
Yes, it does.
You better specify it and what time
Don't
are you
need to specify.
What time are you trying?
If this is my first time going out with you, first time seeing you in person, Friday is what you tell me. I want to see you Friday. I ain't never seen you in person. I seen pictures of you. I haven't talked to you on the phone. You need to tell me what we doing. Don't just expect that you want to see me. I'm going to fuck. Because you ain't talking about just fucking me. You talking about, matter of fact, he asked me to be his girlfriend. And I ain't even give him an answer. I completely avoided that question. So, I knew it wasn't one of those things. So, I just completely avoided the question.
How long have y'all two been talking?
Like, literally less than 2 weeks.
Oh, that's way too quick.
Neither here nor there. I ain't answered the question because I don't feel like answering the question. I feel like I don't have to answer that question right now. I haven't even seen you, so why are you even asking me that? Ask me that after you see me.
And fuck.
Could be a catfish.
I don't think it's catfish.
Okay.
But he asked me to go out with him Friday, but never said what we're doing, what time. Never asked me when was I available. It was just he threw that thought out there. Well, you ain't followed back up on the thought before Friday, so I went ahead and made plans. I'm not going to sit there waiting on you to come up with a plan.
Nope.
You knew you wanted to see me Friday, so you should have hit me up Tuesday or Wednesday and be like, hey, we still on for Friday? I want to go here and do this with you. He ain't do that. Then get mad Saturday. Was like, well, we were supposed to see each other Friday. Oh, we were? I'm confused because I wasn't part of that plan.
When he asked you to go out on Friday, what did you say?
I said, sure, let me know what we're doing.
Why would you say sure if...
Because I didn't have my plan. I didn't have the other plan made yet. My schedule was open and available. So he said, hey, I want to see you Friday. I said, sure, let me know what we're doing. I ain't hear nothing at all. So Thursday, I made my plan to go out for Friday. I'm not going to follow back up with you because I didn't ask you out. You asked me out.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
No.
If I asked you out and I said, hey, Mr. X, let's go out Saturday night.
Okay. Saturday night is booked. That's it.
No, not to me. It's not.
Well, to me it is.
To
you don't have a time frame, so you book your whole day.
If you say, Mr. X, Saturday night, I want to chill with you.
No, he said He said Friday.
Well,
No,
was this a scenario?
Saturday night, I want to. Now, listen. If you say Saturday night, you better believe my Saturday night is going to be free and open. That's it.
Mine isn't.
And he expecting to get hit.
I'm expecting. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm expecting.
But how do you even know that that's what that female want to do? You just went in just expecting something.
Listen, I mean expect something, and if I don't get it, I'm not gonna get mad. Some dudes mean.
So why?
But it is an issue if you just went ahead and made another plan.
I did.
See, that's my.
But my thing is, if I ask you out on Saturday, I'm gonna follow back up with you at least 2 or 3 days before that Saturday and say, hey, Saturday night, this is what I want to do, or what would you like to do? Where would you like to go eat? I'm going to follow up with you so that way we know what we're doing Saturday. So his mistake was he tried to book Friday night with me, but he never followed up. And then he didn't mention anything when Friday came. So I went out. Now, when he asked me, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm out with my homegirl having drinks. You could hear the attitude in his voice. That's not my problem because you didn't commit. You didn't commit. You didn't tell me what we were doing, where we were going. How do I need to dress? I need to know what we're doing so I know how to dress. Oh my God. Yes, exactly. So then Saturday, he has a whole attitude because I didn't go out with him Friday, but it's his fault that I didn't go out with him Friday because he did not commit nor follow up with what we were going to do. I said, hey, Friday sounds good. Just let me know what we're doing Friday so I'll know what time I need to get a babysitter, what time I need to get dressed, and what I need to wear for whatever it is that we're doing. I didn't care what it is that we're doing, but I need to know what to wear and what time to arrange a babysitter for.
That's messed up.
Call it what you want.
I saw them medium cheeks. They look all right. They're decent. I wouldn't just throw my face at them and motorboat them, but they're all right.
Would you do a one night stand?
I would do a one night stand. Wait. With who? With him?
Yeah.
No, I probably wouldn't do a one night stand with him. Okay, so the thing about him is sexually, I can't feel it there yet. It might have to build up to that, but sexually it's not there. Cool person to talk to, but it's not there sexual.
Isn't like talking to him and having a good conversation a part of the physical attraction?
No, because I have a good conversation with anybody. Like, no, that's not part of that.
I think it is.
I can have a good conversation.
I think when you have an
I can have a good conversation with a married person, and that means nothing.
You can have a good conversation with someone you're not sexually attracted to.
Yeah.
Okay, granted, but I'm just saying, like, if you're having a good conversation with somebody and they're physically attractive, that just makes me want them even more.
But what if you're having What if you're having a good conversation but they're not attractive?
And it's not that he's not attractive. He's attractive, but it's just I don't get the throbbing sensation, I should say, of me wanting to fuck him. It'll be like something where if we fuck, it would be like, oh, okay, well, didn't expect that to happen. It'll be like one of those situations. But it's not like, I want to fuck you.
I feel sorry for this guy, man.
Hey.
Is he still mad?
I talked to him today.
How was he today?
He didn't seem mad. It seemed normal to me.
Did you tell him?
About what?
About how you're supposed to make plans with you?
No, I shouldn't have to tell you that. Nor did he ask.
Well, I think you should. Like,
Well, if he listened to the show, he'll
that's
know.
all I was about to say. Make sure you listen to the show.
I mean, he's not the only guy that I'm talking about. So if he feels like this is him, then cool. If he...
Wow.
Dreyah's a
single.
player.
Oh, you a pimp.
No.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not a pimp.
You are definitely a player.
I'm not a player.
Yeah, you are.
I'm single.
True.
You're a player.
I'm not
She's
a player.
single, therefore she's committed to no one but herself.
Which is a player.
No.
I'm not playing nobody, though.
They all know the truth.
You're a player, Dreyah.
I'm not a player. I'm not, because everybody knows that they're not the only one.
Everybody knows what?
They're not the only one I'm talking to.
If that's not the secret definition of a player,
I'm
then
not
what is?
playing nobody though. I feel like if I was playing them, they wouldn't know about other people.
Yeah, they would think that
I'm the only one that they're talking
like they have
to,
an
and that
exclusive
they're the only
relationship.
one that I'm talking to.
Well, how many guys are you talking to?
1, 2, 3, and a possible.
Like this is spades. We got.
It's 3 and a
She's a
possible.
spade player. That's what she is.
It's 3 and a possible.
3 and a possible.
3 and a possible.
And physically.
Let me say that back. It's not 3 and a possible. I had a weekly lineup last week. I think it's like 9 people that's on this lineup.
Huh.
Now, of that 9, about 3 of them fell off this week.
What do you mean follow?
That means
They cut.
Yeah, it means either you didn't give me attention this week, you didn't hit me up, you ain't call, talk to me, you ain't do shit, or our conversation was just so dry you're not even rememberable to put in the lineup for this week. Or I could have went out with you on a date, which I didn't. I could have went out with you on a date and the date didn't go good and I don't see you going nowhere, so you're not part of my lineup.
Wow.
And you're not a player.
I'm not a player.
Okay. So what do you call yourself?
Just Dreyah.
Just no. Come on, man. Come on. We gotta do something better than that.
I'm just Dreyah, that's it. I'm simply Bangz. That's it.
You have a lineup.
Okay, I always have a lineup when I'm single. And my lineup, so every Sunday, what I do is I put together my lineup, which is pictures of the people that I'm talking to.
How can I get you? I was a hoe.
How does a guy get into your lineup?
I gotta be talking to you on a consistent basis. And it has to be either I'm liking you to the point where I want something more than just sex with you, or I want sex with you. But we consistently talk throughout the week. That's how you get part of my lineup. And you have to be like, when I go to my text message thread, you got to be at least on my screen when I pull up my text messages. If you ain't in that top screen session, then you probably not part of my lineup because you probably ain't talking to me like how you should be talking to me. Because you probably entertaining other hoes too.
You gotta be on her dick and sweating her. So you don't have enough time to be in her lineup, babe.
Excuse me? Oh, okay. So if a guy is wanting to get with Dreyah, he has to consistently text and call you.
He doesn't have, no, don't be annoying. There's a difference between being there and then being annoying. So like, say for instance, I give you my number, we're texting all day, with FaceTime, we're calling. You hit me with good morning. Mm-hmm. Now I'm expecting a good morning from you every single day thereafter because you set the tone. Don't do some shit that you ain't gonna be consistent with. You set the tone. Don't set tones. Cause I'm not gonna, if we were texting one day, I'm not just gonna sit there and hit you with a good morning the next day. I'm not. Cause I'm not about to set that tone with you.
But why not?
Cause you're gonna be expecting it. Unless I really like you, then yeah. But I give you what you give me. I mimic the person that I'm talking to. So if you giving me bare conversation, I'm gonna give you bare conversation.
So what if all these guys are giving you the same type of energy? What you gonna do then?
I give everybody the same type of energy. I don't slack.
Oh man.
You the only one that's in my vision. And I might have 3 niggas over here.
Which is the case.
No, because I'm not a player.
Yes, you are. I want to know what you call yourself.
I'm not a player,
Because
though.
you can't just say I'm Dreyah, because I could just be like, I'm Dave.
But I mean, I have my favorites of my lineups, and then I have my stragglers. So like,
So there's tiers to this.
there's tiers. Like if you like the top 3, then you're the one that you get the good mornings from me. I'll answer your FaceTimes. I'll pick up the phone and call you. I ask you how your day is. You get that type of energy from me because most likely they're giving me that energy back. Now, like 4, 5, and 6 of last week's lineup is kind of sort of iffy. It's like, I want to take you out. I want to do this stuff. The conversation is there, but it's not a consistent conversation. It's like hours will go by or days will go by before you hit me up, and it takes you forever to respond back to me. I don't like that type of shit. Then you got the end of my lineup, which is like my scragglers. So like it's people from my past who popped up where it's like, nigga, you were a bad decision the first time, so I really shouldn't go back to you. But I might double back. So let me put you here just in case.
Dreyah the player Bangz.
No. Not a player. I just have a method.
It's an unorthodox method.
It might be. Did you just tell me to embrace me being a unicorn?
Yes, I did. But when I say unicorn, you say you ain't a unicorn. I called you a player. You're not a player.
I'm not a player. I'm just me.
But you're also not a unicorn.
I'm not. I'm more of a dragon.
Okay. A dragon. If you want to say that, that's fine.
It's only because I can cut you off very easily. So if you piss me off, rub me the wrong way, you could have been number one in my lineup, but now you're not even in the lineup at all. Like, I'm done with you. I don't care.
How does a guy piss you off?
It's a lie to me is number one. Why are you lying to me and we're not together? We're not together. You should be very open. There's no reason to lie to me.
Right.
So if you lie to me, it's just like, I'm done with that. I'm just going to go ahead and cut you off. I don't need that headache in my life. If you are still listening, you can go like, rate, and subscribe to whatever platform you are listening to us on. We are on SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Anchor, and a few other ones that's out there. You can also go follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Cum'n to Conclusions. That's CUMN, the number 2, Conclusions, CONCLUSIONS. You can also follow Miss Utopia. She finally has her Instagram page up, and that is Ms_Utopia_MZ_UTOPIA_. And you can follow me, Dreyah Bangz, on Instagram, and that is Dreyah_Bangz, DREYAH_BANGZ. Even if the sex isn't good, like say for instance, a guy's in my lineup, we fuck, the sex isn't 100% great, but I feel like it can possibly get better, I'll still keep you in my lineup, but you might drop down a few notches. Because not every week is it 9 people.
And so but when you get into a relationship,
there is no lineup when I'm in a relationship. It's only that one person. And the people that's in a lineup probably won't even know that I'm in a relationship because I just don't even tell them that I'm in one.
Do you still talk to them?
No. What I'm talking to you for? I got a whole nigga. He talk to you.
Damn. That is cold.
It's not cold.
It is.
It isn't. It's disrespectful if I continue talking to you.
Well, you should have been like, yo, listen, I found somebody.
No, I don't owe you that. No. Because if the relationship don't work out, I might want to go back to my original lineup.
Yo, I'm sure they probably would be like, okay, because it's you.
They do, yes.
See,
that's not the point, though.
Yeah.
That's not the point.
It is.
It's not.
You playing with, you know what you're like?
What am I like?
Puppet master.
I am
with the
not.
strings.
I'm really not, though.
Yes, you are.
Mm-mm.
And you got all these.
I just mind my business. That's all I do.
Prospects just dancing for you. And you got the strings on them. And then as soon as somebody pisses you off or you get a man, you can just cut the strings.
Because I know what I'm going to tolerate and what I'm not going to tolerate. So there's no need for me to have somebody that's going to lie to me and then later on I'm mad. And I can only blame myself because I didn't remove them from my situation or remove them from my life to begin with when I saw the first red flag. My bad thing is I see red flags and I'll be like, that flag ain't red, it's burgundy. And I allow them to stay. Oh, that flag ain't red, it's pink. And I allow them to stay. So now I'm to the point where if I see a red flag, it could possibly be pink. It might be a little amberish. It could be even orange. And guess what? You're gone because it's too close to red for me.
Okay. Okay. But you're not fucking
nope.
As far as these prospects go.
Nope, not fucking nobody in my lineup.
Is that like a personal choice or is that...
Personal choice.
You just like trying to save yourself?
I mean, the last person that I fucked was the ex-boyfriend. So...
Oh, so you came over.
I went up there.
You went up there.
I went up there. That was the last person that I had sex with.
No, was the sex good with this guy?
Yes.
What made it good?
Because it was more than just sex.
Ah. So with this dude they're having a conversation with, it could be good sex.
Possibility, but I don't even feel the urge to want to fuck him.
It's gotta be.
He's not worth getting to know at this point.
It's gotta be a reason why.
You know, females.
The only reason why he's like in my lineup right now is because he's consistent. Like he's very fucking consistent. And the other thing is,
but not consistent enough to make plans.
Yeah, that, and then also like I feel like I would run over him.
So you don't feel like he's strong-minded?
Not strong-minded. I feel like he will spoil me to the point where it's too easy to get what I want. Like how men like a challenge, I like a challenge too.
That is a fact. We do like a challenge.
Okay, so I'm the same way. So with him, I just feel like it's just.
Wait, hold on.
You're more of a guy.
Wait, hold on. How easy is he?
So his last relationship, he was basically paying all the females' bills.
Hold up. Pass me his number.
No, but like
I'm sure X won't have a problem.
I don't use people. I don't try to use people. That's not my thing. So I wouldn't even put myself in a situation for that to even happen. But with him, I know that it could possibly be very easy.
So you know, if you could just call him and be like, "Yo, listen, I want this," you know, he's gonna go ahead and do it. Yeah. So you don't want to push over a guy. Well, I
need a guy that's gonna put me in my place. I need a very secure guy. I need a guy that's gonna put me in my place when I step out of place. Like you have to kind of sort of stand your ground with me because I'm stubborn and I'm not gonna give in. But if I can find a guy that'll make me give in, then I like you because it's like, dang, you can break me if I need to be broken.
Okay.
You over there.
No, I mean, I'm sure I get what she's trying to say. I do.
So like my lineup, it varies, it changes. Some of the people that's in my current lineup was in my previous lineup before I had got into a relationship. Just be like, hey, how have you been? That's literally what it was. Because I had created a pattern with said ex-boyfriend, and I was used to talking to him all day, every day. So now that we're broken up, I'm not talking to him all day, every day. I barely talk to him. So now my phone is dry. I have nothing to do. I'm bored out of my mind. I need something to distract me. So I'm in a group chat, and then I pick up all my other people from my old lineups, and I hit them up and be like, hey, you crossed my mind. How are you? And they'll be like, dang, you disappeared. What happened? Man, I had a situation. I had a situation. You know, I was busy. I had football. I had kids. I had this. I had that. So I ain't really have time to, you know, focus on you. But I'm back. What you up to?
Damn.
I'll be like, oh, baby, I'm good. How you been? When I'm going to see you? Make a plan. It's a plan. It's literally how my lineup goes back up.
Hi, hello. Whose dick tastes like mimosas? Asking for a friend.
Or I might like hop on a dating site just to find someone to have a conversation with.
What a good dating site.
I don't know. So the last dating site that I tried Bumble was the last one that I found. Bumble. Yeah. So I was on that for like, I'm not on there long.
That shit.
I was only on there for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks max, and then I get off. So the guy that I'm talking about, I found him on that website. So he's there. But it was 2 other people. One is older. He was talking pretty good game. But I dropped the ball. But I could easily pick that ball back up.
Because you're Dreyah.
Well, I was supposed to let him know when I was available so he could take me out to eat. Take me out to a very nice dinner. And I think he went to go to the museum. So I dropped the ball on that because I never let him know when I was available, what day worked for me or anything like that.
Okay.
So I dropped the ball, but I could easily hit him up and be like, hey, I'm free this day, and this day. Are you good? Are you available? So that option is open. The other one, he was 50. He was cute to be 50 though. He was 50, but he was not consistent with his conversation. And it could be
He
just because he was
forgetful.
old.
He old.
Could be just because he was old. But he is consistent with his good mornings.
So he gives you a good morning and he just leaves.
Disappear for the rest of the day.
Well, that's messed up.
Yeah. But, I mean, it is what it is.
Well, trust me, not all men, you know, at least he responds to a good morning. Because I remember some people, you send them a good morning, they won't even say nothing back to your ass, but they up in Facebook posting shit.
Well, you ain't talking about me.
Oh, did you always tell me good morning?
I mean, no, I never post on Facebook. I better be on social media.
Oh, so you didn't post in the group chats?
That's group chats, social media.
That's on Facebook.
The group chats. No, that's a group chat. I used to talk on group chats, but like post on Facebook, I never did that.
I'm
Same shit.
One of the people in my lineup is from my group chat. But one thing I do notice is that he never posts in the group chat before he replies back to me. He makes sure he replies back
Thank
to me
you.
before he posts in the
Thank
group
you.
chat.
Because the thing is, you look past your phone, your messages, saw that good morning, and then
that's not
excuse me, I'm talking to Dreyah. You had your time talking to
That's
Dreyah.
not true.
Anyway, Dreyah. So because right away you see your messages pop up. So that means
That's not no.
Excuse me, I'm talking to Dreyah. Okay, this is woman perspective right now. Hold up. Hush, man. You will have your time to speak in a second. So you slide that conversation of good morning to the side, like, yeah, I don't want to tap that. I'll click that open later and respond to them later. And then, something pops up. Oh, this is today's topic in the group session. Oh, that's funny. Let me respond to that shit. Like that person ain't in the same group with you. Like, oh, so you can post on this topic, but you can't tell my ass good morning back?
I don't have that problem.
Well, I mean, I don't got the problem no more.
It would bother me. It would bother me because it's like, well, it depends. Because judging by how the text messages come into my phone, if someone responds back in the group chat, then it means that's the top message in your thread. So mine will probably be below the group chat message, depending, because we have like 32 people in our group chat right now. So it's constantly just being up at the top of all my messages. So if he was to respond back to that before me, I won't feel no type of way. But if we were having like an in-depth conversation and we were just back-to-back messaging each other and then you just stop, but now you're interacting with the group chat, but you cut our conversation off to interact with the group chat, I would probably feel some type of way about that.
That has happened before too. Like I said, these were like old issues. I don't deal with that stuff no more. But there were stuff that used to like, things that make you go,
I mean, now it doesn't bother me because I have to divide my time up amongst the many. So if you don't respond back, you don't respond back. I'm not about to
All
sit
these
there.
guys single?
Nope. To be honest, nope.
Hey, yo.
There is one guy that is engaged that's in there.
ooh, you home wrecker.
I'm not a home wrecker. He came.
The
He
house
found
is
me.
not a home.
He found me.
The house is not a home.
The last time I had sex with this man was like back in 2008, 9 or 10, somewhere around there.
8, 9, or 10.
8, 9 or
Okay.
10, somewhere in that mix. And I couldn't find him. He couldn't find me. He found me. He hit me up. We reconnected. Haven't slept with him. We just have a good conversation. I know he's engaged. He's not happy. Not my problem. But we talk. We talk while he's at work. He's consistent with talking to me while he's at work. And I would catch an attitude and I would tell him I don't want to talk to you today if I don't hear from him when I should hear from him.
So, this is fiance?
Not my problem. No. They ain't married, so to me, you still available. If you're not married, you're free game. That's literally how I look at every relationship.
If you're not married, you're free game.
If you're not married, you're free game.
That's messed up.
Cause yo,
No, it's not.
You gonna break up a happy home possibly.
It's not happy if you entertaining me.
So, wouldn't it be better if they were just open? Like, okay, listen, you can just do it.
I mean, I don't know what their situation is. I kind of do, but I ain't gonna say. I know what their situation is. He's not happy, so he say, I don't know what it is from her end. That's not my problem. If you're not married, you free game. Because you got to be responsible for your relationship. It's not my relationship. Just like if I was in a relationship and a female came and approached my guy, I would have faith in my guy that he would know what to do. What is acceptable and what is not acceptable per our arrangement. So if we're saying, oh, it's only you and me, nigga, it's only you and me. It shouldn't be no outside people. So if a female approach you, you should shut it down. Okay. It shouldn't come back to me. You shouldn't be sneaking off. You shouldn't be calling her while you at work. It should be none of that. You should have shut it down. Now, if it was different where I don't mind you talking to females, then you could talk to her. But would I get mad at that female for approaching my guy? No, because my guy should have shut it down. I'm going to have a problem with my guy because he didn't shut it down, because she don't know our rules per se in our relationship. She just see, oh, that's the nigga, he looks good, I don't want to go talk to him. She don't know that he's in a relationship or not until they have that conversation. So I can't fault her for not knowing.
Nah, I think it's just better if you just have like niggas that you know that you can actually just be able to deal with. And when you get into that, it just gets messy. Yeah.
How?
It's gonna get messy.
It might.
The might is the problem.
If it gets messy, messy is not my life. So then guess what? You're off of my lineup. Look how I just fixed that problem.
Oh my God, man. Dreyah.
And problems could easily be fixed. There's so many people that are in a relationship with a person that they're not supposed to be with.
You feel that way?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are in a relationship with people that they're not supposed to be with. They're still there in that relationship because it's convenient. It works. They don't got to move out and pay their own rent. They don't have to do this. They don't have to do that. They're there for convenience. So who's to say that the person that steps out of that relationship that's entertaining someone else, that's not the person you're supposed to be with? Just like when you break up, you find someone else to be with that you feel is a better match than your last relationship.
You do, but
So who's to say that? Why do you have to wait to break up to go find that person? What if that person just happens to come along while you're in a relationship? You have the choice to entertain it or not entertain it.
You're not supposed to entertain it.
You're not supposed to entertain it. No.
If me and Mr. Utopia, we kind of got this thing where if we're gonna bring a girl, we're gonna bring a girl in together.
I really don't care who hears this from my standpoint. Like, the biggest thing that when I was doing it was the ex-boyfriend listening to it. Because about certain things that I was talking about. That I might not have had that conversation with him. So he would find out.
Was it about him? Sometimes.
No, if it was about him, I always told him, hey, just a heads up, I spoke about you on the episode that's coming out this week. So I gave him a head up. But it might be something where we haven't made it to that topic in our relationship and we talked about it on the podcast. So he'll find out with everybody else. So that was like my biggest thing with that. But even now, talking to the people that are in my lineup, they know I do a podcast, but they don't know the name of the podcast. Because I don't want them to listen to the podcast and then have certain expectations of me because of what they heard.
Expectations like, yo, I think I can get with her or something.
Yeah, because you have to think about it. Everything that I say on a podcast is either things that I like, what I've done, and this like that. So you basically could listen to all these episodes and be like, okay, so this is my approach with her because I know that this is going to work. So I don't know if you're coming from a genuine aspect or whether you're just trying.
But the point being, should you accept who you are and it should be fuck what everybody think, it is what it is?
Yes.
It's Utopia.
Don't miss Utopia me now, shit. Don't miss Utopia me now because it's just my upbringing is totally different. I mean, even though this is the preacher's daughter we're talking about, but still, I mean, I very much still care what my parents think of me.
There's a lot of things that people didn't know about me that I've done in my past that I did. Okay. So now that that's happened, I move on. That's it. Like my family, all like they know about it. Like it is what it is, and I care about them. But if they can't accept, like, yo, listen, this is the type of person that I am, then that's just what it is. Everybody's got something about them that they feel insecure about, but it's just something that they have to embrace and that they just never do for some type of reason. And that's okay. I understand it. But you being concerned about what your mother or what your father gonna think, if they can't love you for who you are and this is who you are, then that's gotta be on that.
I'm just not ready to have that conversation with them.
You don't need to have a conversation. You don't need to have a conversation with them. You don't even need to explain yourself to them.
You really don't.
You are who you are. You tell them, and if they accept it, cool. If they don't, then they don't.
Alright, go ahead. Answer your question.
What question?
He was supposed to be making a point.
Go ahead and make your point.
I think that was the point. I was trying to make. If we're trying to bring a girl in, we can bring a girl in. It's not a problem. I'm like, yo, listen, babe, I see this chick. She may not be your type, but she's mine. She's always open for it, right? So we kind of got this thing where there's not really a chick or a guy or a couple that's gonna come between me and Miss Utopia. It's just not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You, on the other hand, Dreyah.
What about me?
Yeah, you.
What about me?
You don't know what their arrangements are, but that you still.
But I don't need to know their arrangements. I'm only going off based off of what he is telling me. That's all I can go off. Now, do I know who the girl is? Yeah. If I want to contact the girl, yeah, I can. But first of all, that's me doing too much. That's me caring way too much to go through that route.
Okay. And so the last time you had a one night stand was back in October.
Yeah.
And you?
I've technically only had one night stand.
Ever?
Your whole life?
What?
Yes. That's why I was like totally quiet on the conversation.
Clearly. Because it was like...
Hold on.
Y'all didn't know, it's like I was over here like you're really, really silent. And on that one night stand, I lost my virginity.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had about like a good 41 night stands. You had only one.
Yes.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know how many I've had altogether, but it's more than one. I will say that.
Like, I know there's been some situations where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this. It's going to be a one night stand. And it just doesn't.
What was that called?
Double back.
Double back.
Well, there were more than double backs. Double and triples and quadruples or whatever.
So they turn into situationships.
And then to
or fuck
full-blown
friends or
relationships.
whatever.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. One.
I thought I was going to have a one night stand.
And what happened? She double back or you double back?
Double. We together now, so I don't even know what number we are. Yeah,
So who came back to who? Or what made you think that it was going to be a one night stand?
Well.
Oh, what a story.
No, we ain't giving that full story.
Oh, okay.
Well, we just met under some very situations.
Got it.
And then we met at a party. And then we got together. And the funny
I
thing
hit
is,
off in between though.
The funny thing is, he didn't even like me.
Okay.
After.
Hold on. To address that, I didn't like her because I thought she was a stuck-up bitch when I first met her.
But he still fucked me.
No, I did. I mean, listen. Okay. If somebody want to be, that's going to be on you. It's kind of like what you said. That's on you. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
I can look past the attitude.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't. The pussy is delicious. Are you serious? So once I did that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just head back and I'm just gonna let it go. But that was when I first met her. Progressively over the time, I just realized she was the total opposite of what the first impression she was giving me. And I understand why she was giving me the impression that she was giving me, because at the time, what her situation was.
Okay.
But now that I understand her a little bit more, then okay. But it was kind of like I wanted something else from her. It was kind of like, I think we should just, be cool or whatever. And it progressed over time to be something more than
A whole relationship.
yeah. So she wasn't who I thought she was when I first met her.
Okay.
Which was a bitch.
Stuck up one.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead. Go ahead, tell the story.
So, then we ended up meeting in a group chat on Kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I saw him there, and I was like, "Oh, hey, X," and everything, and he, and we started talking from there, and then he invited me out. We went out to another party together and everything. So, and that's pretty much how it started. We started going out as parties and everything. People come up to us, and it was just a little bit more convenient on cost if we went as a couple. So we went as a couple until people just started seeing us as a couple. So it was like, okay. And, it's like, the funny thing was, it was like, I was feeling him, but at the same time, I really wasn't ready for him because of where I was. It was like, wait, I didn't expect to meet somebody
That soon.
So I was like, I don't know if I really like him or if this is some rebound stuff.
Okay.
So
I was a rebound.
So it's like I sort of tried to like distance myself and like keep like a certain arm's length from him with certain things and everything, because it's like I wanted to make sure like he just wasn't a rebound.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
So, we went on to seeing each other, and then, we got into it. We was apart for a while, and I even was like seeing other people and everything, but I still kept thinking about him like, ugh, I guess I do like him.
It was the dick.
That's
what it was.
Yeah.
It was the dick.
Whatever. And he makes like this really, really, this sound, and I actually find it weird, but it turns me on.
Do I want to ask?
Huh?
Do I want to ask?
What the sound is?
Yeah.
Like, he can make the sound for you right now.
What's the sound?
It's no sound.
What's the sound?
I call it like a little mating call.
Oh my God. Okay, you gotta do the sound now.
No, I don't know what sound she's talking about.
You know what sound I'm
I
talking
don't
about.
know what sound you're talking about.
What's the
thing
mating
that
call?
do. You said everybody else don't like it. No, he know what it is. He
I
just don't want to do it.
Listen, the only time I'm doing it is when we about to fuck.
No, we could be doing we could just be sitting up in bed, or we can just be sitting watching. Yeah,
okay.
that sound.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a sound that I made, but I've done it since I was like a child.
What's the sound?
I would not go into what the sound is. It is me, myself, and Miss Utopia. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I can't share that, because if I share it, then other girls gonna probably want to come too.
Whatever. you do it when we're out. You do it anytime. But he says most people find it annoying or whatever. I'm just the only person that likes it.
I mean, girls just be asking me like, why do you always make that sound? I'll just be like, listen, I always do it. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I have y'all own little mating call.
She calls it a mating call. I just call it the sound I used to make since I was a child. But she calls it a mating call. But with that being said, yeah, now we progress to being where we are right now. I think that when it comes down to like, I don't know what's the last time we had a threesome.
Forever.
Yeah, it's been forever.
Forever. Which, and it's funny because I sort of had somebody hit me up about that today. They wanted to come over.
Oh.
So y'all got a planned threesome.
No, you remember the person I used to talk to in Florida? Okay, when we broke up, you know, the other guy I dated.
The other guy?
Yeah. You didn't like him.
Oh, why? Him?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, he hit me up.
Why?
What do you mean why?
No, like why? Like he knows about us,
Yes.
and he wanted to get in.
He wanted to spend the night tonight.
What'd you tell him?
Obviously, he's not here.
I know that he's not here, but what did you
Look,
tell
why
him?
you check the time? Like, he checked the time like, oh, he's about to come or something.
No, why, like...
Okay, that's not the topic of the conversation
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
you know what? I said threesome. Now, I ain't got no problem if there's another guy, but you didn't even let me know.
Because there wasn't a possibility. It wasn't going to happen.
Because?
I didn't want it to happen.
So you don't want threesomes anymore?
I didn't say that.
She didn't want that threesome.
Exactly.
You didn't want that type of threesome, or is it that you didn't want that threesome with that guy?
With the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a him thing.
But we need...
We'll talk about...
We should get back to it, though.
Okay, we should get back to the episode.
No, we're going to get back to the episode. But I'm saying we got to get back to getting a threesome.
Yes. He hit me up.
He got some balls to go ahead and do something like that.
Anyways, but yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
Okay, so are we done on this topic?
The topic was a one night stand.
Yeah,
I really can't give no feedback from a one night stand because that's years ago when I lost my virginity. So
But the thing about it was, were we to expect head?
Yes.
I am expecting head from a one night stand.
So for my one night stand, I'm not really expecting head, but I like it to be on the table if I ask for it. If I'm in the mood for it, I'll give it depending on how I feel.
Do you like to have control? Because it seems like you do.
Depends on the type of guy I'm with.
Well, look like with these 9 candidates, you control.
Wait a minute. Aren't you bi?
Yeah.
So when was the last time you was with a female?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, that was years ago, but actually, I have something scheduled for tonight for the female. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
Because?
Obviously, she's here right now.
I'm here right now.
Because?
No, I'm here right now, and she's supposed to let me know when she gets back in town. So maybe, perhaps, it might be something, but at the current moment.
So how many females you got on the lineup?
It's one female, and that female's not on my lineup.
Okay.
But the female that's on my lineup, it's a couple, but I only deal with the female. I haven't really talked to her husband, but they wanted me to be their girlfriend.
That's what
Sometimes it's all about asking the right questions, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's on my lineup.
Do you enjoy a female more than you enjoy a guy?
No. I have my moods where I just want to eat pussy, so where's pussy?
Okay.
But it's not that, I don't think I could ever be in a relationship with just a female.
You don't think you're there yet?
I haven't found a female that makes me want to be in just a relationship with a female. I need dick.
She needs to meet her. There's this chick that I think if you met her, she's kind of like the
Oh.
Is this the one that you showed me the picture of?
No.
Who did you show a picture of? Who did you show a picture of?
I can't even remember. I've shown her so many different pictures.
What did you show her a picture of?
Honestly, I can't remember.
It was you and her.
Diamond. You showed her a picture of Diamond.
It was probably. Did I say my bestie?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
said you tag team. Whoever that was.
You showed her a picture, huh?
Yeah.
So is that not the same person?
That's not the person he was talking
I
about.
want to see the person you talking about.
Oh, I ain't got a picture of her.
Oh, damn it.
It's somebody.
No.
Oh no, that's somebody we work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you making your face like that?
more of a
Because
stud.
I know where y'all work at.
Yeah, because she's more of
Oh
a
no,
stud.
listen, there's some good looking women in there.
I understand that.
Okay.
Yeah, what she's thinking is...
I know this person already?
Exactly, because this is a local area. This place ain't
Yeah,
that
that
big.
way.
What's her name?
We'll say that off topic.
Yeah.
What she look like?
Stud.
Light skin, dreads.
Not familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think I think that'd be different for me. She may put you in a relationship, man.
What?
You never know.
She ain't that damn aggressive.
Who's not? Hey,
She's
man.
soft. She a little soft. She a soft stud.
It's a lie.
You see what happened when she was missing a burger?
Wait a minute.
She missed a burger and she almost flipped the whole warehouse upside down. So yeah, I think she's got that swag to her.
Yeah.
She got it. So I think she be that type of one that trying to train a chick.
Everybody, if they get mad about something, would be the type to flip something.
I wouldn't flip over a burger though.
You don't flip over nothing except football and your team
And not getting
your
head.
country stuff.
When I said we're doing a one night stand, if I ain't getting head, piss get the fuck on.
Well, here go my thing is okay. So granted, I've only had one night stands.
Did you give head?
No,
You didn't give head.
I lost my virginity. Okay, I didn't know how to give head back then. We're not even going to... Don't even ask no questions on...
I wasn't. My mouth is closed.
Okay, don't ask no questions on this
question.
timeline. We ain't discussing this timeline.
I ain't got no question on the timeline.
But, don't text no questions on the timeline. But, yeah, at that time, I didn't know how to give head. And the thing is... And it's like, until... And the funny thing is, until... 2017, I really didn't even enjoy giving head. I used to be one of those chicks that just suck the dick enough to get it hard. Okay, there we go. That's it.
I mean, I'm kind of sort of still that way now, unless I really like you.
But then the thing is, I didn't learn how to squirt till 2017. So up until that point, it was just like, ooh, this is fun. But it's like I wasn't really getting it and enjoying sex to its full potential. So I wasn't really doing me to my full potential. So anything before that, it was just like,
whatever.
Yeah, it was just like going through the motions and everything. But after I hit that little elevated level, I reached that higher outer body level. It was like, oh yeah. And especially since I squared off and giving head, then it's like, oh, this is my ticket here. So yeah, now I'm not saying, I'm the best of the fucking cucumber challenge, but, I'm pretty decent.
I did too. It made me change my mind about head. But look, maybe he's not overrated as I thought. Maybe he's not.
Maybe you just haven't had
The right
person.
Listen, I'm waiting for a little deep though.
That was one of my questions. But it wasn't for this episode.
Okay, so we'll save it.
We'll save it.
Yeah, we'll save it.